me just find out if the stream's buffering or not. This is bad news if it is. Maybe it's not. Can you guys hear me? Alright, I think it'll fix itself in just a second. Before I transfer over, I just need to turn off all my stuff. I can't talk and do anything at the same time now, apparently. Alright, transition over. Here we are. Welcome back to the M4J network here on OpenTTD. I am, of course, M4J. Sorry the stream started a little bit late. Basically, me and Alex were playing Siege. That overran. And then, as I was setting up, getting ready to stream, my food was ready, so I had to go grab that quickly as well. So you might hear some eating noises during the stream. I apologise in advance for that, but at the end of the day, man's got to eat. Right, George, while I've got you here, you messaged me on Reddit earlier, or you commented on Reddit earlier, with a good idea. Actually, it was a good idea for a new connection from Bunhattan, which I'll be honest, I had to remind myself where Bunhattan was. From here up to the North Valleys line over here, and then connecting up to Warnbridge Airport. I liked the idea, but I did say that there was a reason why it wouldn't work. And that main reason is this third rail line here goes towards GSMA and is like a little shuttle service, kind of like some of the single track lines out of London on the southern network and southeastern. The main reason is this line here is the Gardcity Overground. So to have the Gardcity Overground extend all the way up to Warnbridge wouldn't really be in Gardcity anymore. And if you think that the northern limit of the Gardcity Great Northern franchise is also Warnbridge Airport, to have the Overground also go that far, it would stretch the bounds of reality slightly. So that's basically the only reason why that idea wouldn't work. Maybe in the future we can have another service operate over these tracks as well. But I did want to explain that because I wasn't going to outright reject it, because I don't think that's particularly fair, because as I said, it's a good idea. But there is a reason as to why it can't happen yet. It might one day. So yeah, that's done. Besides that, the rebuild of Munfingford is done. And the game has played out a little bit since then. So let's go down to Munfingford. Let me remind myself where Munfingford is. Where is Munfingford? This way. That's Bunbourne. Here it is. Thought I'd lost it then. Right, yeah, here's Munfingford. So Munfingford is now the limit for services to and from Gardcity St. Peter. So George, again, while I've got you, since you're the current franchisee for the Great Western franchise, Gardcity Western Railway, I think you've called it, if I remember rightly. I have changed it actually. Yeah, Gardcity Western Railway says up here. You can help me plan out services. We won't do it now because it'll take too long, but that sheet that you do have, providing you reformat it so that it suits what we've already got, you can plan out some services between Munfingford and GSP, whether it's extensions of existing services or brand new ones. Can also run some services between places like Morningpool Falls and Munfingford, for example, as part of your new franchise. Particularly as we are now in a new month as well, so we can make some amendments here and there. If there's any other amendments, of course, you can let me know now, because we are in September, and we'll get those going for you as well. So yeah, what are we doing tonight? We are going to be doing 4 things, if I remember correctly. This is episode 31. We might end up doing a couple more things as well, but the 4 things we are going to be doing are sending all existing freight trains to depot, which I have done. I have let the game run a little bit, but the money keeps ticking down, so I still need to find a way to stop that. The problem is this other. I really need to find a way to turn that off, because we've got no infrastructure costs now. So I think is it tax? Someone said something like that, and I just need to turn it off because it's doing my head in. So I might have to get in touch with Joker about that and see what he says. So send all existing freight trains to depot. Create a new plan of action for freight along the Great Western Main Line. I'll explain more what that means in just a second. Create industry trains using existing infrastructure along Great Western, Great Eastern, West Winds and Gardcity Great Northern Main Lines, including multiple coal, iron ore mines, steel mills, factories and supplies demanders. So by supplies I mean engineering supplies, building materials, farm supplies, all that kind of good stuff. And then plan out new freight services connecting all industry chains together using rail, road and canals. So what do I mean by create a new plan of action, particularly along the Great Western? Hang on, let me just read the chat. There are no amendments planned, so that is what I'll do then. Did you see the program about how they move locos by road? I didn't. Do you know what channel it was on? I'd love to watch that. That'd be really interesting. Yes, via Plindom. So currently the current limit was Plindom Junction, which is all the way back up here. Here. So we had the HST service, which terminates in one of these platforms here, and then the stopping. There's an HST there, and then the stopping services terminate in these bay platforms here. I would like to keep the bay platforms, so any services that we do amend. I'd like to have one service at least from Gardcity that terminates at Plindom, but the other stopping I think there's 2 stopping services that go to Plindom. Might just be one now actually. Oh, it is just one. So we can maybe do a semi-fast service and then a fast service, but we could also, because we've got these bay platforms here, we can also reintroduce the stopper between Plindom and Munfingford. And I was thinking whether I could extend. It's the wrong line again. I need to remember where Munfingford is. I was considering if we could extend the Great Western franchise beyond Munfingford. Not down these lines though, because we're heading east at this point, so it's not really the Great Western. But if I built a new triangular junction somewhere over here and connect it to this line somewhere down here, because did we plan this line out? I'm sure we did. Yeah, we did. Then we could continue to run down this line here, maybe even right the way down to the south coast. But don't plan for that just yet. Plan for Munfingford. So like Morningpool Falls to Munfingford, Plindom to Munfingford, Gardcity St Peter to Munfingford. Anywhere else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe even a service between Great Winfield Airport and Munfingford. Just throwing that idea out there. Yesterday, part 2 is 9 o'clock today. Repeated tomorrow. You can get part 1 on the UK TV website. Awesome, thank you, Frank. I will check that out. Do you remember what it was called? Just so I know what I'm looking for. I don't want to be one of those people that asks to see a TV show and can't even say what it's called. I read a lot about that online. It's frustrating. Only Munfingford then at the moment. Yeah. So, Gardcity to Munfingford, Gardcity to Plindom, Gardcity to Morningpool Falls. They're kind of the 3 main branches that would be drawn on the map. But then you can also do Munfingford to Morningpool Falls, Munfingford to Plindom Junction, and so on and so forth. Because something else I was going to chat to you about, I was going to send it as a message or a comment, but I might as well bring it up while we're talking about the franchise. I was looking into the idea of building some more branch lines. So we do have this one here, but this is cross-country, and I think Western trains will use some of this as well. So this isn't part of the Great Western. But down at Woolworth, here, I was thinking about maybe building some new branch lines, or a new branch line, maybe one that comes out this way. And it might only be like 3 or 4 stations. It's not going to be extensive. Maybe even here, like have a line branch down this way and connect some of these stations up. And then over at Plindom, and again I just don't know where everything is on the map anymore. Again at Plindom, have a line that branches off, maybe heads inland a little bit, even if it's just a 1 station branch. Just something, because a lot of my lines are quite linear, and I'd like to add some more variety. Train truckers. I'll just put that on Google now. Thank you very much. So yeah, I was going to explain something, wasn't I? Oh yeah, create a new plan of action. So on the old Jeffries network, we had freight trains that basically just did shuttles between freight terminals. So like from here, Mornington Falls Freight Terminal to Gardcity North, from here to Gardcity South, and you know, just things like that. We'll plan the lines together. We'll plan the lines together, George. So obviously it's your franchise, so I have to consult with you on it. So we'll work together on it. So we won't necessarily plan out the services immediately, but we'll plan out the lines. So yeah, it'll probably be messaging, emails, that kind of thing, with images attached, I'm sure. I mean, maybe this branch here could become Great Western, because this goes back towards Great Winfield, this line. But I wanted it to be Western Trains. Yeah, this is going to be Western Trains. It'll work better. So yeah, with the freight, we're going to like recreate that, what we had on the Jeffries network, because this new idea of source to demanders, it just clogs the lineup so much. Because a train from a coal mine can only go to one place that accepts coal. Yeah, lines first, because we can always amend services afterwards, but building the line you can only really do once to begin with. So yeah, the coal, one coal train can only go to one location, really, because otherwise you spread the cargo too thinly. So what we really want is a train from the coal mine to here, and then an iron ore mine to here, and then a bauxite mine to here. And then we want a single train from here to Gardcity that will take the whole lot of minerals from source to from A to B. That's what I was looking for, from A to B. And then at Gardcity there'll be another mineral train that will go to a steel mill. There'll be one that goes to a power plant. There'll be one that goes to somewhere else. And I just think that would make life easier. Because this whole refitting thing we've got going on as well is really ruining the flow of some of these freight terminals. So we're going to completely redesign, which is why I need you guys here, essentially. Yeah, I think it'll be cool. And I kind of want this to be an advert for Patreon as well. I want to work with you guys. That's what this stream is about. That's what the franchises are all about. It's about me working with you guys to produce something that we all want, rather than just something that a viewer wants or something that I as a creator want. Let's make something that we all want. Particularly in this world right now, there aren't enough moments where people want something for everyone and not just for themselves. So that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I asked for as many people here tonight as possible, because I need as much input on this as possible, mainly to make sure that I'm not messing up as much as possible. Because believe me, I've messed up quite a lot with this network so far, as I'm sure 31 episodes of fixing previous mistakes has now proved. So let's start with the obvious. We're going to create some industry chains. So over here we have a big coal mine, Benpool coal mine, and we have a secondary coal mine here as well. Together we are stronger. Yeah, I mean that sounds a little too much like a political campaign, but I do agree. Together we are stronger. So here, yeah, Benpool coal mine over here. We're going to have, currently I think it's 6 tiles long, the trains that go here. We're going to shorten it to like 4, maybe even less than that. Which means there will be a lot of coal just sat here, not going anywhere. Well, maybe it won't actually, because we'll have more trains now shuttling, or the trains will go quicker between the two destinations. But coal's going to get picked up from here. We're going to add this coal mine to the mix as well, and we're going to deliver it all to here. And then another train will come from here and will deliver to Gardcity North Freight Terminal over here, and we'll then head back, and then we'll have another train from here that will then go up to Sindwood Industrial Park here, and we'll drop it all off, and then we'll probably run empty back to Gardcity North Freight Terminal. So that's kind of the first industry chain. And if we look at what this place accepts, so things, I mean, passengers mail, ignore that. That's because of these little buildings here. So chemicals, clay, coal, engineering supplies, fruit, grain, iron ore, manufacturing supplies, plant fibers, sand, scrap metal, stone, and timber. So we want to start off with the basics. We want to start off with things that we can easily transport. So coal, iron ore, and steel. That's probably the absolute easiest ones, because we already have a lot of that running currently. And I will still say some of these services will still run direct from source to what's the word I'm looking for? The place that accepts it, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not doing a very good job of it. So up here we have an iron ore mine. I'll set up a Reddit post and a spreadsheet where we can do it. Maybe use my spreadsheet, which has been amended to your standard. So yeah, the services we can add to yours, and then I'll have my own version as well. So we're both on the same wavelength. I really should say that as well. I don't mind people making their own spreadsheets, but for my benefit, it's a lot easier if it's set up so that I can read it. You know, pretty much everyone says that. And it's me being dumb, and it's also me being lazy. I just want to be able to quickly read the information and be able to transfer it. And don't worry, I tell the XVI guys this all the time as well. So they'll send me something, I'll look at it and go, that's great. Can you now write it so I can understand it? Oops. I'm just rebuilding this as well. With a little dive under. Something like this. So yeah, we will start, with the supply chains in just a second. And actually, if there's someone who can create a spreadsheet for this as well, that would be handy. If not, I'll do it. So we'll do like a source. So like where it comes from, where it goes to, and then any locations it will travel via in order to get there. That's what I'm planning on doing to format this. Well, no, I mean, I'm not saying my way is the best way, it's just my way is the one I understand. Believe me, I know there are much better ways to do a lot of this, and I'm currently looking into amending some of my methods to actually suit that. Okay, so that's done. So yeah, I keep saying so yeah. Someone slap me every time I say so yeah. Maybe I'll stop saying it. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to start on the west coast. So the freight corridors that we set up in the past, they're going to stay the same. We're not changing those. So the west coast route to Gardcity is going to be via the Great Western Main Line, through Gronville, up this bit here, through Woolworth, and across. That's how we're going to do it. Until maybe we build some more lines in the future. But right now, this is the way we're going to do it. The other way that we're going to do it is, if there's any industries over here, for example, we'll run the trains down this way, and then we'll run the trains across this way. And I think this will work better. I'm just checking this isn't the route. Yeah, this isn't the route that goes straight through the middle of Wenfingfield. So we can route this way as well. And then up and over the Great Western Main Line here, and then through Great Winfield Airport, and then connect up onto the slow lines. So those are our two sort of key freight corridors. Anything north of Monningpool Falls will go via the route that we just said there. Anything south of Monningpool Falls, or level with Monningpool Falls, maybe even up to where are we? This coal mine. So anything north of Benpool Coal Mine will go. Oh, there isn't actually much north of Benpool Coal Mine looking at it. Maybe anything east of here then. Anything on this route, or anything to the east of this route. And then worst case scenario, I don't think there's that many big hills here. Some of the lines we can connect up to the West Winds line as well. So we have kind of 3 key routes into Gardcity from the west coast. But the majority of the stuff from Morningpool Falls will be running via the Great Western Main Line. So maybe I will set up a spreadsheet myself, because I'm not sure how this is going to go yet. One thing I am going to do is demolish all of this. Yep. And demolish all of this, and demolish that, and run this line down to there, and then across like that. Because the other thing is the freight depots, they're all going to stay the same as well. So anything from the west coast will go via the depot down here, and will go up this way through Gronville and down that line. So that line's going to get quite crowded with trains entering and leaving the depot. And also anything from Gardcity will come from the depot up by Narfingburg Springs. So yeah, again, I'm just looking at this, like this line here. What was I thinking when I built that? That is hideously bad. As for the Great Western stuff that we fixed last week, it's pretty much all working. Even the changing to 15 minutes, which I didn't think would work, it's proving me wrong. So I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. One of the problems I did have was the game crashed. You might wonder why all the vehicles are bunched up. It's because the game crashed I think it's because of a vehicle crash or a routing problem, and I think I caused it myself, which is why I'm not saying anything about it crashing. But I've kind of found a fix for that. So if the game crashes, what I do is just send all vehicles to depot. And so far, it's fixing the problem. So I might have accidentally solved that problem. But what that does mean is the vehicles will bunch up with each other again. So that's why that's happened. I'm just building these here as well. The idea is to get all these freight lines running again. So we'll do the usual thing of we'll plan it out now, and then between episodes I'll actually go and get it all running and working, just so you guys don't have to watch the boring bit. Alright, and we'll connect you up like so. I'm sure in real life there are better ways to do this, but that's how we're doing it for now. Okay, and then this will be used for delivering milk to get turned into food. So we'll call you oh, hang on. You're dairy, aren't you? We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. We know it's the dairy. Destination was the word I was looking for, by the way. Straight from source to destination. That shows you the kind of day I've had. I can't even remember simple words like destination. Alright, go to Google Sheets. I'm going to set up a new one. Call it M4J Network Freight Supply Chains. Okay, sheet 1 is going to be coal, because it's nice and easy. And then we'll do, I really should brand these, actually make them look a little better than they currently do. This is going to be like source, destination. And route. Source, destination, and route. So let's do coal. So Benpool, coal mine, destination, Sindwood Industrial Park, And then so hang on, Benpool Coal Mine is the source, Sindwood Industrial Park is the destination, and then the route. So we need to like break it up. So we'll have like step 1, step 2, step 3. Got 20 franchises on that PowerPoint so far planned. Do you mean like the ones I've just said will exist in the future? Step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. I can't see us needing more than that. So Benpool Coal Mine to Moningpool Falls Freight Terminal. So even this is only going to have 3 steps. Okay, step 2, Moningpool, Falls Freight Terminal to Gardcity North Freight Terminal. So step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're all going to be text wrap. Otherwise you won't be able to read anything. Step 3, Gardcity North Freight Terminal to Sindwood Industrial Park. Okay. "20 franchises will be on the PowerPoint so far, including all the ones you've said will exist in the future." Okay, for a minute there I thought you'd planned, like created your own franchises, which is kind of a no-go zone right now. Again, in the future, if we have more Patreon supporters and there's a franchise you want that doesn't yet exist, you're more than welcome to work with me to create a new one. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so Benpool Coal Mine to Sindwood Industrial Park via Moningpool Falls Freight Terminal, Gardcity North Freight Terminal. And I will add a couple more columns. You don't need one. Service classification. And again, I'm making this up as I go along, this spreadsheet, so it's not going to look perfect. Wrap. Okay. You can be a lot smaller. You can be a lot smaller. So this doesn't show the rail routes necessarily, it just shows the cargo route. So for example, we have this one, so it just runs between Benpool and Sindwood. It doesn't say yet that it takes this train, this train, and this train. We will add those in. Good question. I'm not sure if it's arrived yet. I'll have to go check that in a second. Route ID. Again, I'm literally making this up as I go along. So let's just do maybe not that far. Let's just I'll plan out 50. We won't. Sorry, I'll plan for 50. We will not be planning 50 today because we'll be here all bloody night. And then we'll go from there. And this spreadsheet, I will add a link to it after the stream. I'll put it in the description so those of you who are interested can check it out. But don't be surprised if it changes a lot in appearance over the next few weeks. Plus, if you're looking at this thinking this looks bloody awful, feel free to say something, because chances are I'll fix it. Getting feedback is paramount when you're a content creator. It's very, very important. Okay, I will post a link to this in the chat for now. Anyone can view. Let's see if this works. That might have worked. Okay, so now you'll be able to go on and have a look for yourselves. Let's also merge those. Make this a bit bigger. Okay, so that's the first one, coal, and we've done it. The other thing I'm going to do is set up, so down this way on the Great Eastern main line, we have the industrial estate. I've gone way past it. There it is. Landing Way Industrial Estate. You don't accept coal, do you? No. So I'm not going to add you then. No. Okay. So let's just do one for coal for now, and then we'll set up another one for iron ore. And we'll change this. And again, I know you're not seeing much on the screen right now. I will try and make it so you can see more. I'll make a map for each franchise of where it goes and all the stations on the PowerPoint. That would be really helpful. Actually, that will make my life a lot easier when the time comes to plan out services and stuff. Okay, so this source is going to be the mine up here. Where are we? This way. Up here, which is Dinfing Hill Iron Ore Mine. And our destination is Sindwood Industrial Park. Step 1 is going to be Dinfing Hill. I can't spell industrial, as it turns out. Industrial at Dinfing Hill Iron Ore Mine to... Should we go direct? Let's just do Gardcity North Freight Terminal. We can change these in the future as well. I'm going to respell industrial as well to make sure I actually get it right this time. And not write park twice. And then step 2 is going to be Gardcity North Freight Terminal to excuse me, to Sindwood Industrial Park. So how I want to set this up now is every time something gets put in, so like Sindwood Industrial Park has been put in as a destination. Alright George, no worries, see you in a bit. So yeah, Sindwood Industrial Park has been put in as a destination, and it's a mineral train. It's a mineral service. So I want there to be like a database now, so that if I put that in as a destination, it will scan the whole document to see if there's another train or another freight flow that also has that as a destination and is in the same category. So we already have that because we've got a coal train already between Gardcity North Freight Terminal and Sindwood, and now we have an iron ore train that needs to go between Gardcity North Freight Terminal and Sindwood, and then I want it to be able to flag that up and say, hey, there's a service here that you can already use, and then all we've got to do is change that train to be able to carry both types of cargo. That's the plan. That's what I would like to do. Because in real life, that's kind of how logistics works. You look at what's already traveling, you look to see if you can add anything to it, and if you can, happy days. If you can't, oh well. What are you? Oh. Problem. Where were you trying to go? Flint Bridge North, slow. Hey? Why couldn't you find that waypoint? Where am I? What's going on? Something's gone kaput. You. Let me guess, you're trying to go to the depot as well, and you're actually trying to go to Gunway Brewery. Plintbridge North Slow Branch 1, North Slow 2, North Slow Branch 1, North Slow 2, hang on. Let's just remove those. I bet that was the problem. So now you are where? Just south of Don'tborough. I think that would work. Let's check that. Yeah. But these ones, I have no idea how I'm going to solve that problem. I don't even know how they got over here. Did they come this way? Must have done. Alright, we're just going to pretend that doesn't exist for now. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pin you there, just so I don't absolutely forget. But I'm just going to, for now, pretend it doesn't exist. Okay, so the next supply chain. So we've done the iron ore one. Now we've got to do scrap metal, which is going to be really easy, because it's here, essentially. So scrap metal, duplicate, and again I want it to be able to flag and say, hey, there's a train that runs between these two places, no problem. So source is going to be Morningpool Falls. Freight terminal. Destination is going to be Sindwood Industrial Park. Yep. And then step 1 is going to be Morningpool Falls Freight Terminal. Gardcity North Freight Terminal, and then step 2 is going to be Gardcity North Freight Terminal to Sindwood Industrial Park. Done. Now we're going to do steel. Okay. Source is going to be Sindwood Industrial Park. I still can't spell industrial. I keep putting AIL. It's like a Freudian slip. Destination is going to be Lanning Way Industrial. Done it again. Estate. So step 1 is going to be Sindwood. This time to Gardcity. Gardcity North Freight Terminal, and then step 2 is going to be Gardcity North Freight Terminal to Lanning Way Industrial Park. Okay. So now we've got categorized these. So coal, we'll do category mineral. And we'll copy those to iron ore and also scrap metal. What would you categorize steel as? Manufactured? I guess so. Because then the final thing we're going to do for this supply chain is, I can't remember, I think it's engineering supplies and goods and stuff like that that gets made over here. That's not the right main line, is it, Mark? This is the right one. Over here. So you take metal and turn it into farm supplies and engineering supplies. You take metal and chemicals and turn it into goods and manufacturing supplies. You need manufacturing supplies, and you need clay, wood and chemicals. So we've got a chemical supply over here as well, which we could also deal with momentarily. So metal, petrol, metal, chemicals. So metal, so steel. I think it's steel. I mean, it's a steel mill. We'll call it metal, just so we don't confuse ourselves in the future. And then here you are also metal. So you're manufactured, and then we'll have another. We'll just duplicate it. So which one makes goods? So it's goods and manufacturing supplies. So we'll just do goods for now. And we'll change this. And then category, I suppose, is also manufactured. Yeah, I suppose. This is where it gets tricky, because a lot of goods can go to towns. That's where I'm getting confused now. So what we want, because this does accept, oh, it doesn't accept goods. No, it accepts. Oh, that's interesting. I was kind of hoping it would accept goods. Also, why are all these trains queued up? Oh, I think it's because of that. Yeah, because of that train hiccup over here. Did I fix this problem? I can't remember if I did or not. Oh yeah, I did, because yeah, signal. Derp. And you adjust. If current order is Plint Bridge North Slow Main 1, then allow. Alright, so yeah, this is where I need you, your guys' input. So, goods. If we run it to here, actually let's change it up. Let's run it into Gardcity South, down here, because we've not used this yet, and I think we need to use this more, because we're coming in from the east, so we could go south here, and then we can split things up a little bit better. So everything else we'll leave running through the north, because it's coming from the north pretty much. Let me just grab one of my bits of food that I've got here. Maybe brain food will help me think. So if we run here into the South Freight Terminal, then the next train we can run to the south here through Buntbourne and then through Munfingford Paragon and then out this way, and we can head back up to Morningpool Falls this way. Because then what we can do is stop at some of these big stations. Actually, Munfingford we won't be able to stop at, but Buntbourne, for example. Actually, all of our big junction stations here are outside the major towns. So I've not really helped myself here. Interesting conundrum. Very interesting. Just trying to think of a way of doing this. I'm also thinking of a way I can rebuild this junction slightly. So this entrance and exit, I think if I just exit to the south and then come out of here and then loop around, that might be a better way of getting trains in and out. Or maybe connect to the north, thinking about it, and then use the internal loops. That'll probably work better. Also, you're not part of... We'll have to rebuild that. Yeah, that'll work a lot better. So this here is the freight loop. This will be what our freight trains use. And then it'll come up here and connect there. Although I think I might in fact... Oh no, I won't do that. No, I will make them go up this way. Connect them properly. Okay, so let's try and map out this goods. So we'll do Lanningway Industrial Park. Estate, sorry, not park. Destination we'll leave blank for now, and step 1 will be Lanningway Industrial Estate 2, Gardcity South Freight Terminal. Okay. Because then from here we should be able to, because I mean we had freight platforms up here and then we converted them up, these ones here, we converted them to passenger use, and we can't convert them back because we need them for passenger use. GSG does have a freight platform, this one here, so we could run to there. This accepts goods, right? Yeah. GSJ, does that have goods? Doesn't have a goods platform. Sunnington has a goods platform, but that's a long way away from here. Actually, yeah, that's how we're going to do this, isn't it? We're going to do it by individual places. So let's say Woolworth. Or actually, Morningpool Falls. Let's do Morningpool Falls. Over here. You accept goods, right? Yeah. So let's do Lanningway Industrial Estate to Morningpool Falls. Step 1, Lanningway Industrial Estate to Gardcity South Freight Terminal. Step 2, Gardcity South Freight Terminal to Morningpool Falls Freight Terminal. And actually, instead of Morningpool Falls, let's just do Sunnington for now. And then step 3 will be Morningpool Falls Freight Terminal to Sunnington. Because then when we set food up, We'll also have a train that runs from Morningpool Falls to Freight Terminal to Sunnington, and then we can stick the goods on that train or stick the food on the goods train, whichever comes first. Let's close all these. So that is our first full industrial supply chain. We could go one step further and have trains stop at stations like this along the way, so Great Winfield Airport, Woolworth, and then Morningpool Falls. Or we could just do... Actually, that would work really well. We can add those in later, though. We can add those in later. We'll add those in later. I'm just justifying it to myself right now. We'll add those in later. So, let's get this first supply chain set up. That would be the best thing to do right now. So if I go to... I mean, we're going to have to set these up again from scratch, pretty much. Let's select this depot here. New vehicle. So I need something with a bit of oomph. Something that can haul a lot. The class 66, is it? I need to go clear all this out again. This is ridiculous. All these locos that I just never use. U 60, class 60 is what we use. So U, we'll pin you there. We'll move you down there. So you are going to carry coal. Just coal. And we'll actually no, not just coal. You'll see why in a second. So you can go at 65 miles an hour. You can carry 20,000 tons of coal, or 20 tons of coal. I can't read. You can carry 58 tons of coal, more than twice. But you're heavy. You're really heavy, and you're big. But then we do need to carry a lot, so I think it is going to be these. So we'll do that, and then we'll also add engineering supplies. Something that can carry engineering supplies that can also go fast. One of these. One of these. Grab those. You can go there and there. So we've got a 5-tile long train right now. That doesn't work out too bad. And if we scroll down, M4J rail freight, minerals. So we need to select the coal train. We're not going to do shared orders. We're just going to do this. There's Benpool Coal Mine. There's Morningpool Falls. Freight terminal, and then we're going to delete everything in between. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Any second now. Done. Okay, and then before you get to Morningpool Falls, freight terminal, so you're going to go northern entry exit, you're then going to go via this, you're then going to go around the loop, and then you're going to go in here, and then from here you're going to exit back the way you came. And then when you get back to Benpool, if your reliability is more than 20, you jump back up. If not, you unload and you come back to where you're supposed to be. So you're supposed to be carrying coal, random, and you're supposed to be carrying engineering supplies. Your capacity is coal and engineering supplies. Good. Right. Yeah, so this works out. This works out. I'm just thinking how I'm still trying to think how I can link these spreadsheets together so that if we put a search in or if we put a value in, it will tell us what train we can use. Whilst being very rude and eating in the middle of a stream. I do apologise for that. The other thing we need to do is a timetable here. Let's put them like half an hour apart for the time being. And then if we go down to here, there. Okay, so that's number one done. Now we've got to do another one. We'll pin you. We'll put you there, just so I remember that's where that train is. So service schedules, M4J rail freight. There it is. M4J rail freight. 6FXX D slow mixed or slow minerals. You go Benpool, coal mine, Morningpool Falls freight terminal. And again, I can't spell. Okay, and then the two depot things. This is just to get a rough approximation of how many trains we'll actually need to run this service. So 30 there, 30 there, 30 there, and 60 there. And we'll just copy all this stuff over for now. Without the total time and the depot time for now. Okay. So according to this, we're going to need approximately at least 3 trains. So I'm going to do like an n+1 for this and say we're going to need like 4 trains. Actually, I'm going to do an n+2 and say we're going to need 5 trains. They should all have shared orders. They do. Good. So now we can build the next train, which is going to be just a mineral train. Are you the right? Yeah, you look like you're the right one. So coal, and we're going to actually, let's buy 2 of these, put them together because you're going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting. Monster box, you carry a lot. Bulk goods wagon. Oh, you can't be auto refitted though. Whereas this Can? Maybe it can then. So you hold 50,000. You hold 58,000. You only hold 12,000. Let's add these. We'll make it the full 8. You are going to, first of all, let's shift this to there. Pin you. We'll just close you up for now. So you're going to be the first. Bloody hell, someone's sending me a lot of messages tonight. Let me keep an eye on the chat whilst I'm doing this. So yeah, people in the chat right now, pitch in, please. Give me advice. Tell me if I'm doing something good or not. Believe me, I need all the advice I can get right now. So you... So I've kept these existing ones for now as well, because I can just edit these rather than having to completely start again. So you're not going up to Benport Coal Mine. You're just going into the freight terminal. So if you come through the south and go in here, so why are you going out north entry? Oh, yeah, no, I'm dumb. So you're going to go there, there, and I think it's this one. Yeah, there, there, and there. So that's all good. And then when you get to Gardcity North Freight Terminal, instead of going all the way up to Sindwood and back, you're just going to come back. So when you get to Morningpool Falls, you can't refit. So what we're going to do is those. Refit available cargo. And then when you get to Gardcity, you're going to refit available cargo. And then when you come back, all of this we're going to take out. So you are going to go to there. Jump to order. Yeah, I need you to be order 28. Conditional order jump. Where are you? There. To order 28. When reliability is more than 20, which I doubt it will be actually, because it's quite a slog between these two places. And then here, okay, so you're going to go Morningpool Falls south entry rather than north. Again, you go there, 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 then into Morningpool Falls Freight Terminal, where you're going to unload and no loading, or you're going to fill up again. And then when you leave, before you go to Morningpool Falls, you're going to go via north entry, like so. So we've got a mineral train that does this. I think we'll have a manufactured train as well that will also do this. Maybe even a perishables. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. So timetable. Manual time. I'm thinking we need to have these an hour apart. 14,400, isn't it? So you will also be 14. Actually, no, I think you can be that. Let me just check this. Train frequency in minutes. You're only going to be 30. So that's jumped it up to 5. So actually that's fine. Right, morning Paul Falls. Oops. There we go. So this is going to be slow as hell. 6GXX. Slow minerals. And then you're going to go 30, 30, 30, 60. Paste all this, and your gap is going to be just 60. So it's saying 3. I'm sure it will need more, but we'll just do 3 for now. And then yeah, here. So Morningpool Falls, you're going to come out of Morningpool Falls at 30. You're going to go into the freight terminal at 30. Once you hit this, you're going to drop to 20. And then this one here, you're going to go 20. And that's on the way out. On the way back, Morningpool Falls, you're going to go 30. Did I do the speed limits leaving? Yeah, they're already done. That's fine. So yeah, 30, 30. Once you hit this one, you're going to go 20 and 20 and 30. Okay, so this is this setup, and we'll go again 2, 3, 4, 5 just as a startup. So now we've got to do the Gardcity to Sindwood mineral train, which again I think is going to be on the larger side. So we'll come over here for that. Where are we? Wrong bit. Come over here for that. And this train can actually be fully electric, which I think means we'll only need 1 vehicle rather than 2. Let me check that. Yeah, people in the chat. There's a few people here. Let's get talking. Are you planning in time to add mail trains too, which either use normal stations or dedicated ones? Yes. Yeah. We are going to be doing that. The M4J rail mail, I think it's called. I can't remember the name I gave it now. That would be like its own separate entity. So obviously mail, we might have like a central area where all mail will go. We could use Gardcity South Freight Terminal, for example, for that, or we could build its own dedicated area. So yeah, all mail trains will pull into a central place and then go back out along their routes again. So there'll be a mail service that services the entirety of the main stations on the Great Western Main Line. Same with the Great Eastern, same with the Great Northern, same with the Southern, so on and so forth. So yeah, we will definitely be doing that. Good question. Very good question. So yeah, I just want an electric loco. Do we have as part of this, or do we have to use these ones? Probably have to use these ones. I just want an electric. We got these, but they were designed in 2014. I suppose we could just use the tug again and upgrade it when the time comes. That'll probably work better. These are really slow. That's my only drawback, is they are so slow. Let's just do this for now. And you're going to go level with that. Okay, and then you're going to carry exactly the same as these trains here. So we're going to have 2 locos and then a full like that. And you are going to do what? I know what you're going to do. Oh man, this is not going to be easy at all. This is really not going to be easy. Let's minimize this for a second. Pity they haven't got the modern Class 88s. They do, don't they? Isn't that what I was just looking at? Oh, it's a 68. My bad. Even if they had the modern one, we wouldn't be using it right now, because we're supposed to be using stock from like the anywhere between the 50s and the 80s is what we're supposed to be using. I think we've kind of pushed the boundaries on that a little bit. It was going to originally be the 50s and work up, but then we kind of got, well, I kind of got carried away because I wanted the Western reaches back, plus the HSTs and all that kind of thing. So we really lost focus with what decade we were on. So the kind of the backstory to this network now is we're using old stock because that's all we can afford. So the rest of the world is upgraded to all the modern stuff, and we're stuck with all this old stuff. That's kind of the story that's being told right now. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking for the metal train. So mixed freight, yeah, you. So what I'm doing is grabbing this and then tweaking this. How old are the 86s? Are they in the game as well? Of course they might be up here somewhere. We've got Class 58, 91. Got loads of steam. 58. So we got these. You were designed in 1959. Oh yeah, you're passenger. These though, general purpose, top speed 65, designed in 1941. Maybe we could use these instead then. I need another GRF that just has entirely like British electric locos and diesel locos and things like that, rather than multiple units. If anyone wants to go ahead and like make that for me, I'd really appreciate it. So these are all express passenger. So yeah, one of these EM1s we could use. I might do that. Mind you, what's the difference in their tractive effort? 203 kilonewtons, so 406, and power of about 2,600. Compared to one of those is as powerful as 2 of these. So we'll just stick with the tugs for now. We'll stick with the tugs for now. We'll upgrade in the future. or downgrade or side grade, whatever it might be. So yeah, this, we want you to go, okay, so you come out of Honningville, and we want you to just to follow the main line. So there's Honningville, there's Sindwood, so what's the speed limit here? Don't actually know. Is it 30 coming out of this station? I have a speed limit sheet. That's exactly what it's for. So we're on the Great Northern, Honningville, 40. So 50, 60. Okay. I need to get a third monitor set up. And I know this sounds like a total first world problem, but I really struggled to have everything on both screens at the same time. Okay, so you come out of Honningville, you hit that waypoint, and then instead of going into the freight terminal here, keep going straight. Welcome back, George. So yeah, 50, 60, and one more for luck, 70, just in case. And then you keep going south, you get to here. So you're minerals, aren't you? So coal, iron ore, that kind of stuff. So you're going to be going into these platforms here. So you're going to go via the loop. Like that. And before the loop, you're going to be going here and here. And then after the freight terminal, you're going to be going there. And then instead of going all the way down to Lanningway, you're going to stay at the freight terminal. Like so. Okay. So you're going to be, refitting to available cargo. You're then going to run up here to Sindwood. And then we've got to like rinse and repeat everything that we've just done. Oh, we've got to do all these speed limits again. Oh my god, that's going to be awful. So, you're going to come out of Gardcity North Freight Terminal. You're going to come all the way up to the industrial park. When you get to the industrial park, should we do an unload and leave empty, or I think we'll just do that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory that we're not going to be leaving with anything on board. And then when we come out, is there a waypoint up here somewhere? I think there's that one there. Exit south, then that one. Then go via Keybourne Cross. And I think at this point we will just copy everything that we've already got. That, and that. That. Which one are you? Chunnington Slow? Yeah. That and that. That and that. 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 This is painful. And then that branch, yep. And then into... Actually, we don't need this, because we're only delivering Okay, I think I might have come up with a shortcut. So there, slow branch 1, and then east entry, avoiding, loop, freight terminal. Actually, I don't need any of what I've just done. I don't need any of it. So where are we? Sindwood Industrial Park, there. So if I do south exit, that's all fine. Keybourne Cross. So here it will be conditional order jump to this Keybourne Cross always. Where are we? Always. And if not, so when we deliver to Sindwood Industrial Park here, right, hang on. Someone tell me if I'm doing this right, because I'm really not sure now. What I'm going to do here is say that if we're not so yeah, you're fine. Okay, so if we get to Sindwood Industrial Park here, conditional order jump to this order if reliability is less than 20. So when we unload, if reliability is less than 20, the next thing we're going to do is go back to the depot. If the reliability is more than 20, then it will skip to this, and then it will jump back up to here, Keybourne Cross, and then it will run all the way back down to Gardcity North Freight Terminal, where it will refit to whatever's available, and then it will run back up here. This is really unconventional, but I think it'll work. And when I say this is really unconventional, I mean this is really unconventional. This is probably the strangest order list I think I've ever done. But if it works, it works. And we'll have you run every hour as well. So the speed limit's here. You come out of Honningville at 30, you hit this to go up to 40, and then you hit this to go up to 50. And then this one will take you up to 60. That's what's supposed to happen. And then all of this should be set up fine. And then when we get down here, you enter the freight terminal at 30. You go around this at 30. And then you hit that one to go to 20. You go through the loop. You go back up to... you stay at 20. Then once you go through Gardcity North Freight Terminal, you go up to 30. All of this is fine. And then when we get to here, entry south, drop to 20. In here, stay at 20. You will also be 20. And then 30. Entry exit. I think then you speed up to 40. So actually I think here, which is down here, so there's your entry exit, and then you're going to go to Keybourne Cross, because that Keybourne Cross is too fast. Yeah, that one, it goes up to 50. Actually, how fast are we going here? If you're going 20, you're going 30. Maybe you are right. This one's going to be 20 when you're running back to the depot. So I do think we need one more waypoint. I'm thinking we add one like here. So your exit south. So you'll be exit south. Actually, let's not put it there. Let's not put it there. Let's put it here. And we'll call you like Keyboard Cross Freight. Like that. So when you come out of the depot, before you hit that, you go there. So you're going to be 20. Let's close that. So you're going to be 20 out of here. You're going to hit this one, you've got to go up to 30, and then you're going to hit this one, and you're going to go up to 40. And then when you hit Keyboard Cross Freight, you'll go up to 50 as you go to Keyboard Cross. Is that right? Maybe we were already okay. Maybe we were already okay. I don't know. If we weren't before, we are now. So, we're going to add this to the list. Close that as well. Service schedules. This is so unconventional. This better bloody work. So this is going to be 6HXXD, slow minerals. So you're going to go Gardcity North Freight Terminal to Sindwood Industrial Park. Like so. 30, 30, 30, 60. So again, it's telling us we're going to need 3. I'm going to buy 5 just to be safe. And then we only need 2 more trains as part of this first chain. So let's buy these 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we're going to do the what are you? Oh yeah, you're fine. Now, oh, God's sake. Now we're going to do the metal trains. Or we're going to do the manufactured rather than metal, because it's going to be carrying lots of stuff. Why is that not pinned? So I need something that can carry goods, manufacturing supplies, engineering supplies, building materials, metal. This is perfect. One of these. Auto refittable, yes, good. How much are we going to need of this? Not that much. So the small trains are 5 tiles. So I think we're going to do like 5 tiles. Which means probably need 1 of these. Is that too short? This is going to be running between Sindwood and Gardcity. Mind you, this is going to be carrying a lot of stuff, thinking about it. Because it's not just going to be metal, it's going to be goods and manufacturing supplies and all that stuff as well. So I think we are going to need the full amount, like that. And then you... no shared orders. Please go away. You are going to copy from this, except when we get to Gardcity, which is here, we are still going to refit to available cargo, We're not going to run down to Lanning Way, we're just going to run back to Gardcity. Sorry, we're going to run back to Sindwood. Like so. So I think you're on the right track, if you pardon the pun. So I think it's these platforms here are for, I don't know, your chemicals and oil and stuff. Okay, you're the right stuff. So when we get here, actually no, yeah, you can make your own way from there. You can make your own way from there, and then you do the west avoiding on the way out. Refit to available cargo, refit to available cargo, and then when you get here, you empty. Yeah. Manual time. How regularly? I think this is going to be 14,400 again. Are there any speed limits that need doing? I don't think there should be. Yeah, I think you're all okay. So you're done. We can add this. Copy, paste. So we don't have I's because they look like ones. So we do J, slow manufactured. So resize this slightly. Come on, there we go. So you go Sindwood, Industrial Park, to Gardcity North Freight Terminal. And I've also got the depots wrong for both of these. Keep selecting the wrong thing. The most annoying thing is you guys can't, unless you're on the spreadsheet, which no one is, you can't see what I'm doing right now. Okay, that should be fine. So again, we'll go to, wait, where's that train? Oh, you're there. Get rid of you. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a bloody idiot. Hang on. Right, hang on. You copy from this one, which is number 826. Okay. We'll pin you. You delete everything, and you copy from 827 with shared orders. That's why it was shared. Right. This should all be fine now. Manual time 14,400. Just check this quickly. 14,400. Yep. Right. Good. Okay. And now we need to do the final part of this, which is the Lanning Way section. So we'll copy this 5 times. We'll refit you to metal first. Actually, no, we don't need to. Well, I think we will, just so that you are hauling the right thing to begin with. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this should be coal, and it is. Good. So you will refit if necessary, but you are going to be coal to start with. Okay, and then the final one is going to be Lanning Way to... Gardcity North to Lanning Way. I'm literally all over the place right now. Let me get some more brain food. This is why I needed your guys' help tonight. Because I'm neither here nor there tonight. Excuse me, I'm eating way too loud. Okay. Last thing in this chain, I think. I mean, it kind of isn't when you think about it. Because there's going to be loads more stuff still. So wait, what's the difference in... Oh, maybe we need bogey bolster Bs rather than As. Let's do that. Because they go faster. So U metal. Refit you to metal in advance. Right. So yeah, this is not correct. So we'll scrap you. You are going to copy from this train again, but not the Sindwood bit. This is where I wish you could copy bits from different orders, because I actually want to copy the start of this train and then the next bit from this train. We can't do that. So you don't go to Sindwood. We don't go to Sindwood Industrial Park. You do go to Keybourne Cross. Let's scooch back over here quickly and just have a reminder of this. So after there, so you go Honningville, Nuntbourne Bridge slow 1, slow 2. Oh wait, sorry, that's, yeah. And then do you go there as well? Yes you do. Okay. And I think the rest of this is fine. You go to Gardcity North Freight Terminal, you go to Lanning Way, you go back to Gardcity North Freight Terminal, where you unload, no loading, and you do a conditional order jump to there if reliability is more than 20. Okay, and then when you run back, you don't go through there. So you go T3, which is fine. So you go 30, 40, 50, 60. And then you go via Keybourne Cross, and then you go via Sindwood, and then you go there, and then you go there and there, through Honningville, and then back to the depot. So you are a non-stop via, and you are a non-stop via. Okay. Manual time 14,400. Now we've got to check these speed limits. You come out of Honningville at 30, you hit this, you go up to 40, and then 50, and then 60. And then you're also 60. It is kind of precarious going around that bend at 60 miles an hour. I suppose we can do this one at 40 still. And then this one got up to 50. Am I still on the right lines, guys? Or have I veered off into a tree somewhere? It's coming out of the airport. 40, 50, 60. You're 40. You're 40. And then you're 50, 60. And you're also 60. So if I go back up here, Keyvon Cross, so you're also 60. And then you go 50, 40, 30. Okay, I think you're fine. I think that's fine. Seems okay. I bloody hope so. I really do. You look at how many trains we've added here. Just for what is really getting coal. Yeah, getting coal from Benpool up to here, and then getting metal from here to Lanningway. It is crazy. That's OpenTTD for you. That's where you build these little supply chains. So then the final step would be to get goods and manufacturing supplies and things like that. From Lanningway back to Gardcity, which we said we were going to do to Gardcity South Terminal, and I think we're going to stick with that plan. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that plan. I'm just thinking of a way of doing it. Let's go back to the service schedules, because we've got to add this next lot in. So it's not J, it's going to be K. Slow manufactured. Gardcity North Freight Terminal to Lanningway Industrial Estate. All the numbers are correct. There we go. So you're going to be 5 as well. You are carrying metal, aren't you? Just to check. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then yeah, we need to go. So we'll need to have goods from here to Gardcity South Freight Terminal, which we can do. The reason I'm holding up on this one actually is because the depot, we'll have to build a new freight depot somewhere, because this is a little too far away from either of the ones we've already got. But what we can do for chemicals is run a okay, yeah, we could do that. So we're going to start bringing Gardcity South Freight Terminal into play as well. Now I need to remind myself what goes where here. And also the fact that we're only going to have the northern entry and exit. Oh, are we? Do you know what? I'll leave it as it is for now. I'll leave it as it is. It's fine. We'll have to add more waypoints though. Let me just check the chat. If anyone has any questions or concerns about this, feel free to ask. I know I've got a few. So yeah, we need to add this back in. So you go there, you go there, and you go there. because I haven't done any of the speed limit sheets for this yet, so it is all a guess. It's an absolute guess. Maybe we'll leave this last one for now, because what we would do is run the train this way via Buntbourne and then via Munfingford and then up to Monningpool Falls this way, and we haven't got any of this done yet. So we could do a temporary one. Where are we? That goes this way, and then when we get to here we go this way, and then this way, and then connect to... Oh no, because you can't connect to the Great Western from that direction. So we'll have to go all the way around Gardcity and then this way, and that seems a bit pointless. So the other alternative is we just do Lanning Way to Gardcity North, and then Gardcity North to Monningpool Falls. I mean, that could work. And then Monningpool Falls to Sunnington. What was the one we did? Was it Sunnington? Yeah. So we've got Gardcity South here. I mean, we could still do that. What do you guys think? Should we do it or should we wait? Let me save what I've done so far while I wait for the answer. As I say, I'm fine with either option, by the way. I'm fine with either option. If we want to do it, we'll do it. I think I'm being a bit too tentative. It's been pretty quiet in the chat tonight. It's a bit unfortunate. Alright, George wants us to do it. Is Frank still here? Frank agrees. Okay. Looks like we're doing it then. Alright, so we're going to do it to South. Freight Terminal South, which means we are going to have to link the freight loop back up to Dinpool East. And the freight loop is this line here. So we severed it when we built the Gardcity Orbital Road, but I kind of planned for that at the time, so it's no biggie. So what we do is we flatten that land, and then over here we lower this land, and then we'll go 1 and 2. Connect these up like so. Oops, keep clicking on random things. So yep, when this all goes wrong, it'll be your guys' fault, not mine. Hehehe. Feeling evil. So, yeah, we need to get the trains up to this level. So it'll be something like this, and then you'll go along like that. And like that. It'd be, yeah, it'd be something like that. Something like that. So you'll go there, you'll go there, and then this will go there, and then you'll go like that, and then this one, we could connect this one up like that, and then go like that, and then go like that. That'll connect those up. So this freight loop is going to get re-signaled anyway, but we'll do some of it now. Whoops. There we go. And then you're going to go there. God's sake. Do that. And then you're going to go like that. Alright, so that's that connected up again. And then trains can run straight through here, all the way around to the Great Eastern route over here. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have to do some tweaking with existing schedules. So essentially what we want is buy 2 of these, put them into the same, so you're that, okay, we'll put you there. Now I don't think, or maybe you will, maybe we'll go the full, I was about to say I don't think we're going to need the full amount for this, but it's probably easier just to do the full amount and not need it than to do less and then have to add more. Okay, and then your orders are not, could we do this? We could do this, I suppose. Oh no, because you're Sindwood again. Yeah, you're not right. This is you, right? Oh, did I do... No, I didn't. I don't know why it's done that. Delete you. So you're going to copy from this. Okay. Yeah, I've had an idea. So we're going to do the same as if it's going to from Gardcity North to Lanningway, but instead of doing it from Gardcity North, we're just going to do it from Gardcity South. So Gardcity terminals are going to be the starting point for these, and then Lanningway is going to be the outreach point. So when you come down here, so you go Plint Bridge Slow, okay, and then we'll get rid of all of these. Okay, so when you come down here, you'll go through or by Plint Bridge, and then you'll go up this way, and then the next place you'll go is this way, which is Runfingwell waypoint number 2, and then you'll come up here and round this way, and you'll go via Gardcity Freight Ring Loop entry exit. And then you'll continue this way. I think there's a waypoint down here somewhere. If there isn't, I'll add one. So I'll add one. Like this. And then we'll have you go via this twice. Yeah. And then you'll probably run out this way when you go to Daningpool Bridge Slow. And I'm okay with that, because it's better than this weird junction that we've got going on here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. In fact, I might even force it. Yeah, we'll come to that in a second. So you'll keep coming this way, and then you'll come up here through this point here, and then at this point you will be carrying what? Probably metal. So I need to find out which side the metal is. So you are timber and wood. You are chemicals, oil and petrol. You are all the supplies. So I have a feeling that metal is one of these ones. Yeah, you are that one. In fact, actually you're not going to be carrying metal. You are going to be carrying goods. So it's going to be this one. Yeah, chemicals and oil and all that stuff. So when you come out of Dinpool East, you're actually going to run down 2, 3, 4, 5 this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then this side is going to go. Already I hate the fact that it's not going to have enough room. I can't even remember why I built this tunnel junction now. Anyone remember why I built this? For any reason whatsoever? We'll go with it. It's fine. We'll put those in as well. So yeah, we'll add. Can't have that signal there. Have to move it over one. Put one there as well. So one. I could just do that. Don't know why I did the other thing. And then 2, 3, 4, and number 5 would be there. We'll just make number 5 the station. How about that? I won't name these yet. I will do that when it comes to adding the actual speed limits and stuff. So I've already forgotten now where metal was. It was this one, wasn't it? Oh no, the goods, sorry. It was this one. No, your chemicals. Your timber and wood. Was it this one? Yeah, okay. So, from Dinpool waypoint, we're going to go here, 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 and here. Actually, we don't need all of those. Probably only need that amount to get back up to 60. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 and 3. Whoops. You need to go there. One, 2, and 3. And then on this side, I mean, you can pretty much stay at the same speed anyway, but we'll do 1 here. We'll have this be the new entrance. Like this. We need to redesign a lot of this whole line here. The actual passenger line itself is fine, but the freight line is just a mess. So we're going to redo it, I think. I'm also aware of the fact that the stream should have ended by now, but we're going to keep going for a little bit longer to actually get this done. So you're then going to be a normal signal. You are going to be a pathfinding signal. Like that, and then you are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. Okay, so these waypoints, we're going to get rid of that one. Actually, we're probably going to need that one. I'm such a derp. 1, 2, 3. That's how we're going to do it. 1, 2, and 3, like that. Okay, so this train, we're not even finished with this yet. That's the funny thing. We're not even close to getting this done yet. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna go 1, 2, 3 into the freight terminal via this ridiculous loop that we've got here, which is actually gonna get moved to here instead, and save us all some anguish. And then we're gonna go through here to there. And then out this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Like so. Then you're going to run out to Lanning Way, and then when you come back... Oh yeah, also, before you go to Pool Bridge Slow, when you come through the freight loop here, you're going to go up this way and over to here. 40. Okay, so then when you come back, you're going to go Renston Interchange, there's Pool Bridge Slow. And then you're going to go here. And then here. Also, before you reach branch here, you're going to go up here and over here. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, Frodwood waypoint 3. Down to here. Might make it go via Dimple East rather than through the middle. I don't know. Maybe. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this should all be okay now. So all we've got to do now is the speed limits. So manual time, you're going to be going every 14,400. Okay, so all of these, Flint Bridge North, Slow, Branch, and all this stuff, is all going to be 30 miles an hour up until we get to Dinpool. And I do remember why we only had signals on the... Hang on. I do remember why we didn't have, because these are programmed to only allow trains from the back. Yeah. So I need to get rid of that one, that one, that one, and that one. So it only lets trains through if the full way through is clear. That's why we did it. So you're Dinpool, coming out of Dinpool, so you're going to be 40, 50, 60, and then 50, 40, and then 30, into the terminal, where you're going to wait for 7,200, I believe, and then out. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I forgot to do. Pin you orders. So you are here. Conditional order jump to... Oh, you've still got Sindwood. Reliability is more than 20. So hang on, we're going to have to do all this still, because I'm an idiot. Okay, and then down this end, okay, so up the top, you come out of Honningville, you go via Numporn Bridge Slow 2, and then go there and there before you go through Sindwood, and then after Sindwood, I think you're okay just going via keyboard cross and things like that. And then at the bottom, when you come back, you come out of T3, you go there, you go there, you go there, and then you go there, 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 and there. And then you are non-stop via, you are non-stop via. Okay. So now we've got to go back up the top and do this again. Oh man, this one I wish I had a standing desk. Sitting down for 2-3 hours is cripples your back. Really does. So is it 40 twice we did? 40, 40, and then 50, 60? I think that's how we did it. So you then go up to 50, and then you are 60. And then you are 60. Is that how we did it? I mean, it's how we're doing it now. Whether we did it before or not, I don't know. So yeah, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, 40, 30. That can't be right. It's fine. So you're 30. Exit northwest. I need to check this. Excuse me. So this is order number, what, 49? Yeah, so there. So you then go up to 40, 50, 60, 50, 40, 30, and then 30 again, and then 30 again, and then you are 40. Just having fun. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're kind of having fun right now. Just getting all this done. So you are 40, you are 30, you are 30, you are 30. This last one should be relatively easy, at least. I hope. You are 40, 50, 60, 50, 40, 30. Into the freight terminal. You are a 7,200 again. And then it's 30 out, and then we hit this waypoint here where it goes 40, 50, 60, 50, 40, 30, and then 30. We can get some chat going, guys. Otherwise it's just me reading out numbers. So these are all 30s. And then up here we can go 40, 50, and 60. You can be 40 and another 40. And I think it's 50, 60, and then another 60, I guess. Alright, that's this one done. Okay, so the last two, let's move these over here for a second. You'll go there, you'll go there, and you'll go there. So there are going to be two more, and it involves new vehicles. I probably should just open that window up again, but hey ho. And I'm going to need the tugs. We'll have two of these. And then loads of bogey bolster bees. Actually, what's the difference between that one and that one? That's a good question. The answer is I don't think there is a difference. Okay. Has everyone just slipped into a coma tonight or something? It's really quiet. Really, really quiet. Alright, what's this train doing? You're copying this journey, which is between Morningpool Falls and Gardcity North, correct? Yeah. So you're copying train number 821. Heard about high-speed 2 delays. No, I haven't. What's happened there? Okay, we're going to do a little bit of tweaking to this, as you might expect. Mainly in that when we get to Gardcity over here, so this train would go into the freight terminal here, whereas what we want to do is continue round the loop, which I thought we could do, but apparently we can't. I'm sure we had that set up. Maybe I need to set it up again. Run it along here or something. I could have sworn we had that. Now it's phase half A between 2028 and 2031, and phase 2B, 1 and 2A between 2028 and 2031, and phase 2B between 2035 and 2040. I mean, they're really not doing themselves any favours, are they? Let's be honest. Okay, I think we're going to have to make a small amendment to the freight loop that we've got here. In that we need it to join up with this. This one does still go. Yeah, it does. Man, I've made it really difficult for myself here, haven't I? I mean, it does all connect up still, but bloody hell, did not make that easy for myself. They're honest now. They weren't gonna be, I bet. I reckon what's happened with Crossrail has made everyone realise that there needs to be a little bit more transparency with what's going on. So here, I'm going to do quite a bit of demolition. Sorry, the good citizens of whichever part of the map this is, because we're going to get a second freight line here. And in fact, you're going to go down, and you're going to go down, and you're going to connect up like that. You're going to run across and connect in there. You're going to branch off there. And then yeah, you're going to run down under here like so. So we do still need to wait for all of these trains to get out of the way. Class 365s in government ownership. That's good, depending on what they're going to do with them, of course. But if they actually, you know, use them, that would be very good. The networkers are awesome trains. They're such a good design. New trains being rolled out on Greater Anglia Regional. Yep, saw those. Saw the video. TransPennine Express, Scarborough to Liverpool route. Northern Star, other trains on Blackpool to Liverpool / Hazel Grove, and Airport leads to Bradford, and later Blackpool to York. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on in the world right now. You need to drop down one, because this new line here is going to go over the top. Like this, and then you're going to go out like that, and then you're going to connect up. One second, I'll go out one, and then you're going to connect up. Nope, you're going to go out another one, and then you're going to connect up. There we go. That's still not right, is it? We'll get there, guys. We will get there. One day, we will get there. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. We'll build the bridges. You know, the funny thing is, we're still not quite done. We've still got to add one more train after this. Convert you back, convert you back, convert you back, and convert you back. And swap you for that, swap you for that, swap you for that. Okay, where did we get to? We got to Ring West. Yes, that's right. I remember now. Greater Anglia trains look good in the inside. They do. They do look good. They are really quiet as well, from what I've seen. I think I said this like a long time ago. The new trains will always be worth it, but the ordeal to actually get them into service has put a lot of people off. And that is something that the companies now are going to have to put up with. So for the next year or two, their profits might be down considerably, and people will start panicking, and then people will start saying, oh, we should renationalise the railways and all that good stuff, you know, because that's always the solution. Whereas in actuality, just wait a year and see if the profits pick up again, which no doubt they will. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah. You, and then you, and then you, and then straight over here, you. I think that's all of the waypoints there. Come down this way, there, and then you're carrying the same stuff, aren't you? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There, there, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, not that one. Let's try that again. So it was 1, 2, 3, and then it was 1, 2, 3, and then it was through here, and then it was this way again. So it was there, and then it was there, and then it was there, there, and then I think we just get rid of the Gardcity. We just get rid of that stuff, and then we have ourselves a complete circuit again. So yeah, we do go all the way around Gardcity currently to get to the South Freight Terminal. Once the line through Munfingford is set up, we'll redirect this train that way instead. East Midlands confirms all Southern 171s, 5 170s from ScotRail and all West Midland Rails 170s to replace 153s, 156s and 158s. The Anglian 170s are going to Transport for Wales. Class 230s going due on Transport for Wales in December 2019, as well as 170s. First 170 moved last Sunday. Okay, so there's a lot of transfers going on as well. Let's put it in football terms. There's a lot of transfers going on right now. I'm sure Sky Rail has the latest. I think I saw an article actually with 170s going to Wales, so I think that is right. So this is all set up. Just got to do the timetable now. So again, manual time 14,400. I am happy that we have these like templates that we can work from, because it does make life a hell of a lot easier. Let me tell you that for nothing. 30, so it's all 30s until we get to Dinpool here. So it's 30 out, then it's 40, 50, 60, and then it's 50, 40, and 30. And 30, and then you are 7,200, and then you are 30, 40, 50, and 60, and then 50, 40 and 30, and then it's all the threes, all the 3 zeros I should say, as we head back like this. Okay, so just to check, this does loop round, it doesn't accidentally go through Gardcity North still. All the lag. Good East Midlands Rail aren't ordering new stock for regional and use the 170s. Yeah, it's not the worst idea. I don't know, I'm being biased. I don't like the 170s much. They should be like modern and sleek, but there's just something about them I just think, meh. Maybe the fact that a lot of them are only 2-car, and a lot of them were built in a time where 2-car just wasn't good enough. Okay, so we got that. I just want to check 641. No, 841. Did I not clone this 5 times? 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, before I do that, I am going to force you to start with to carry goods. I have no idea what this carries. I don't even know if I have to force it or not. I might be able to just do it some other way to make it work. And then the last thing we're going to do is set up the train between Morningpool Falls and Sunnington. 171s, some 4-car, and 170s are 2-car and 3-car. Are the 171s 4-car? I want to check that. I thought they were all 3-car and 2-car. They're identical to the Class 7 170s, except for the replacement of the BSI coupler with a Delna coupler. Oh yeah, no, they are 4-car. Fair enough. Stand corrected. And then yeah, we clone this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then finally, up here again, we're nearly done, guys. We are nearly done. Class 70 tug. Now we're only going to use one loco for this. I think that should be enough. And we're going to make sure that actually the bogey bolsters can carry goods, right? Yeah. So I need something that can carry goods and food for this last bit, because we're going to kind of combine everything at this point. Something enclosed. A siphon van would be good. Mail, alcohol, engineering supplies, farm supplies, fish, food, fruit, goods. Maybe something like a Speedlink van instead. Can hold goods. I want something that can't hold mail though. I don't think that's possible. Well, that does, but I'm not sure if you're auto refittable. Refrigerator van. Fruit, goods. How can you not hold food, but you can hold fruit? Food, goods, livestock. 30 crates. Are you refittable? Are you the right train? Yes. So I want you to copy from this let's just pin that and close it for a second. And what I want you to do is go ignore all this. So I still need you to go to Morningpool Falls Freight Terminal. So I need you to come out of here, go around this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that one as well just to be safe. I can't remember any of these waypoints. I'm just going to pin you there for a second. So you come out. Oh, you do go to all of those. That's good. So then you go there, 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 through there, there, through there, dirt, 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 all the way along here, up here, dirt, that, through there, through there, through there, and into. Do you know what? Let's do north entry. Summer 2 car. Yeah. That's where. I guess they're the ones I'm used to seeing. Alright, Moningpool Falls Freight Terminal. Where we will do a refit. And that's where we need you. And yeah, you don't work. So I need something that can be auto refitted, that only holds goods and food, doesn't hold mail, because I don't want mail to be part of this service. And I really feel like that's going to be impossible unless we choose a flat wagon. But you don't hold food. You hold food and goods though. Maybe we'll just do this. Actually, get rid of you. You hold 81. I think we'll just do that. That might do it. That could work. So we'll go Moningpool Falls, and then out of Moningpool Falls, we'll go Bedtown Mill, and we'll drop off. You don't accept goods, but you do accept food, and that's important. Shaps is talking about TfL taking control of some rail services in London. Oh, every transport minister has said that though, and it still hasn't happened. Hull Trains has named its new fleet the Paragons. That's a nice name. Are they the 802s? I think they've got 802s. Shaps, autocorrect, yeah. Good old Grant Shapes. It's not the worst name in the world. Alright, so Bedtown Mill. All stations to Sunnington. And then back. So you don't need to go via Moningpool Falls on the way back. So we'll do north avoiding. So you can just be a go, like a non-stop via. And then actually, yeah, you run back via the coast. Should we do that? No, I think we should run back via the freight line. Thinking about it. I don't know what I'm doing. I think that. Okay, and then so here you go Moningpool Falls. So actually when you get to North Entry, we need a conditional order jump. So if you do the north avoiding, which is there, then we'll do a conditional order jump. Like this. So you... Wait, hang on. Ah, why can't I get my head around abstract thoughts these days? 802s, Shaps is in favour, unlike Grayling. It's been mentioned before. Maybe it was Boris Johnson when he was Mayor of London. He was talking about TfL taking over some of South Eastern's services. LNER is looking at further new trains instead of keeping the 225s due to extensive refurb that's required. I think they should be made to keep the 225s because there's nothing wrong with them. Edinburgh to London express service planned in 2021. Isn't that GNER? Looking at that. Might be LNER as well. I might just be talking out my backside. Okay, so what I want here is when we get to North Avoiding, if the train has a reliability of under 20, then I want it to continue. If it's over 20, I want it to loop back round and do another run. So I think if we do this, and then here we'll add a conditional order jump back up to this Moningpool Falls, and you will be an always, and then this one will be a conditional order jump to there, but only if reliability is less than 20. Okay, so you go Moningpool Falls North Entry, Moningpool Falls. Then you need to do what the coal train does again, which is there, 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 all the way down, there, 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 there. Oh no, not there. Got that wrong. Not there either. Not there either. It's because I'm looking at the wrong one. So it's not there, but there, 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 and there. Okay. So you are manual. You're going to be every 30 minutes because you're quite a lot smaller. Oh, you're getting confused with that GNER. No, there's an open access operator now called GNER. And they've applied to run open access services between London and Edinburgh, calling at Stevenage, Newark, and Newcastle, I think. It's like a really limited stop service. And I think they're using a nice like Brunswick green livery as well. It's quite nice. Look it up. Virgin planned it as part of the franchise commitments which LNER is carrying out. Right. Yeah, I know about LNER. I know about LNER. I know who they are. I was talking about GNER. Do you know who GNER are? Let me think. So you're 20. You're 30. Oh, hang on. Pin orders. I've got to make sure that you are refit available. But then I'll also make sure that you are currently fit just for goods. I really hope this works. I really hope this works. We shall see. What are you? 30. So you're 40, 50, 60, I assume? That was rejected ages ago in 2016, GNER by Alliance. It would have run to Cleethorpes as well. Company still exists though. And I think they started a comeback recently. I'm sure last year I was reading about it. Certainly after 2016. I'm probably getting all these speed limits wrong, by the way. Let's just look. Oh no, maybe not. These are all 60s. and 60 and 60. East Coast Trains by First Group is planned from 2021 using IEPs, calling it Stevenage, Newcastle and Morpeth. Maybe that's part of what I was thinking of. I definitely know that GNER are still around. They keep resurfacing. It's not the C Containers company though, it's the open access one. Oh, maybe actually thinking about it, I think they were GNER and then that bid failed and now they're the ones responsible for the bid to use 225s on the west coast. I think that's what's happened. Where are we up to? Renly still 60. Yep, and then Slartwood is when we start going down. So Monningpool Falls, you are 30. You are 30. And then 240s. And then 50-60. Right. And then coming out, you are 30. North entry, you are 30, not 20. You fill up, you do your thing. You go all the way up to Sunnington. And then you come back. Grand Central, formerly supposed to be GNWR, London to Blackpool using 225s. Yeah, is that Alliance Rail as well? You... I need to change you back quickly. And then clear. And then change you again. I don't know whether it or not it will make it wait 10 minutes and then continue, but it's nice just to have it clear anyway. So you are 2 lots of 30, and then it's 2 lots of 40. And then it's 50-60. I believe. And then you are 30, 40, and 50. And then you're fine. And then coming back, you are 30, 40, 50, and 60. I think. And then coming out here, you are 20. Yeah. So you are 30, 40, 50, and 60, and 60. Right. Yes, it was. Spring next year, timetables have been released. Cool. I'll check those out as well. Alright, close these. So we should have 8 new services added to the list, and I don't think I've been keeping up. So Gardcity North to Lanning Way. Okay, so now I've got to do Lanning Way. To Gardcity South. Okay. Oops. So yeah, I need someone who's a bit of a wizard with Google Sheets to help me out with this. To link these. So that if we have, say, a new goods service that we start up, we can then immediately highlight, oh, if we have it go here, then it can connect with this service. And that, you know, that kind of thing. So then Gardcity South to Moningpool Falls. And then you're not Narthingburg Springs, you're Farthing Bridge. And then the final one, what I'm going to do for this one is go up here. Get rid of this Moningpool Falls because we don't need it. You're going to be 30. You're going to be just 10, that's fine. We also don't need this Moningpool Falls Freight Terminal. I mean, maybe we could have this carry mail as well, but I think that's a bit too much to ask. And this is all slow manufactured, so that's all fine. You are going to be 90. You're going to be every half an hour. Means we need 5 of these, and then yeah, I need to go back into this and make sure that you stop at Moningpool Falls Freight Terminal for 7,200 ticks. All the other stops are fine, and there's Sunnington. Okay, I think we're done. It's been a long old slog. But yeah, I think we're all done. So yeah, as I said, anyone out there who knows Google Sheets and knows how to do, because I have done it before, to highlight certain things on spreadsheets, so I'm familiar with that. But what I need is to link it to another sheet completely, and I don't think I've done a very good job of actually explaining it. So what I mean is, let me see if I can get OBS with the split screen. So I need Chrome capture. Has that worked? No, it hasn't. I can't remember how you do Chrome capture. I genuinely can't remember. I think it's something to do with my graphics card settings, so I'll have to do that again. But if you follow the link that I posted in the chat earlier, you'll come into the goods, the freight sheet. So there's a category up in the top corner. So for example, coal category is mineral, and then we've got Benpool Coal Mine is the source, Sindwood Industrial Park is the destination, and then we've got all the different steps that that freight would take in order to reach its destination from its source. And then we've got the iron ore from Dinfing Hill Iron Ore Mine to Sindwood Industrial Park, and then the steps those take. Obviously both go to Gardcity North Freight Terminal, and then at Gardcity North Freight Terminal there's a single service that goes from there to Sindwood Industrial Park. So I want it to realise that A, it's the same category, they're both mineral, B, there's a service already that existing that goes between Gardcity North Freight Terminal and Sindwood Industrial Park, and actually highlight it and say, hey, you can use this service, so that I don't accidentally create duplicates. that's the idea behind this. The best way to do that might be with the service classification. So I've created a new column next to each step with the service classification, and by that I mean like 6KXX. That's the service classification ID. So yeah, anyone who knows how to do that and do it effectively, comment below, comment on Reddit, send me a private message on Reddit, tweet me, whatever it might be. Get in touch and help me out with that, and it'll be greatly appreciated. You'll have many shout outs for your help, because I really want to get that up and running and working properly. So yeah, do get in touch if you know how to do that. Right, last thing I need to do is twig you so that you can carry goods, at least at the start. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need lots more trains than what we've already got. Lots more. So I'm going to go through and release these pretty much in order. So it was this one first, I think. Then it was this one. Then it was this one. Then it was this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I think that's the order. If anyone knows otherwise, let me know. Any more comments or anything like that before we end, or is everyone done for the night? Either or is fine. So yeah, between episodes, between streams, I'm going to get all these trains hopefully up and running. I'm also going to go and rebuild. Was it Nut Hill was next? Oh yeah, I need to tick off the to-do list as well. So we sent all the existing trains to the depot. They're not all there yet, but they're on their way. Created a new plan of action. We created an industry chain, and we've started planning out the new freight services. So yeah, Nut Hill City Centre is next. New Nut Hill is the name of that episode. That'll probably be going up Monday, like the Munfingford rebuild. And then next week is the Grand Great Northern, and then we've got the rebuild of Beffingway after that. So yeah, it looks like everyone is done for this evening, so I'm going to start wrapping things up. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you everyone in the chat for coming in and saying hi. Thank you Frank, thank you George, thank you... Who else came in? There was someone else came in. Oh yeah, Just Having Fun. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Thank you everyone who's already liked the video as well. Greatly appreciated. Those of you that haven't already, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far. Like I said, get in touch if you have a way to do the Google Sheets for me. That would be greatly appreciated. George, send me a link to the plan that you were making for the Great Western franchise, so we can start working on that as well. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Also, leave some comments down below with ideas for future episodes and stuff like that. The Reddit post is still open as well for ideas for future episodes. We've had a couple of more suggestions, but I do need some more, particularly for the not next week, but the week after. Is that right? Yeah, for 2 weeks' time, I need some more ideas for episodes. So yeah, be sure to leave those in all the usual places. Reddit below this video as well, but I prefer Reddit if you can, if you have a Reddit account. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and until next time, I'll see you soon.